One thing that sets Leslie horns apart from Nathan air chime horns is that Nathan offers many different types of horns that do not have interchangeable parts, whereas the different Leslie horns arise from the 6 different bells, with each bell playing a different musical note, and I use the term musical very loosely here. All Leslie Supertyfon horns have interchangeable parts, although like any mass-produced product, the appearance has differed somewhat through the years of production. What you see here are all 6 of the bells that currently can be purchased from Leslie. These bells have been in production with the sound made by them more or less unchanged since 1952. Leslie offers single, 2, 3, and 5 chime manifolds, and the different horns, such as the RS3L or the RS3K, arise from different combinations of these 6 bells being used in these manifolds. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate all 6 of the single chime horns that can be put together. For the purpose of this being a quote-unquote scientific test, I will be using the same manifold and RS parachamber that you see in front of the bells. Eventually, I would like to do a demonstration using an S parachamber, but until I acquire one, RS chambers are all I have, and so that's all I can use. Now, before I demonstrate each horn, I will give a short description of the horn, as well as specific examples of applications of that horn. The designations for the single chime horns are S or RS for what type of power chamber it has, followed by whatever the bell number is. And just a friendly reminder before I start the demonstrations, which I will be doing up on Sunshine Hill, not in my apartment obviously. Train horns can be very loud and damage your hearing, so when using them, always wear your earplugs. First up, we have what is probably the most common Leslie single chime horn, the RS25. This horn uses the number 25 bell. The 25 bell is 23 inches long and it plays a middle C. The S and RS25 were used on many switcher and industrial locomotives, and many Butt RDCs also had pairs of S25s, one on each end of the car. I'm only doing this once, but for you shave and haircut fans. Next up, we have an RS31. This is probably the second most common Leslie single chime horn. It uses the number 31 bell, which is 19 inches long and plays a D sharp. Conrail and Burlington Northern used RS31s on their switchers, and many BNSF switchers still have RS31s. Also, Stan, if you are watching this, yes, I borrowed your jacket. It did not occur to me that I might need one this time of year, so thank you very much. Up next we have an RS37. The 37 bell is 15.5 inches long and plays an F sharp. Now, I am not aware of any specific uses of an RS37. Possibly one reason for that is that a 37 bell, especially when you use an RS chamber on it, has a tendency to lag, and of course a lagging horn has obvious implications for problems when used as a audible warning device as defined by the FRA. Next up we have an RS44. The 44 bell is 12 inches long and plays an A. Its most common use was on subway and commuter trains. The Long Island Railroad used RS-44s on its M1 EMU trains, EM1 meaning electric multiple unit. An interesting little note here is that this entire horn, the bell, power chamber, and manifold, was purchased as a former Long Island Railroad RS-44. Now, as you can see, I have restored the manifold and power chamber well, but the bell still needs a little bit of work. You can see here it was drilled for a snow cone at one time, which it no longer has. And the inside of the bell has a lot of corrosion and flaking paint that, so before I paint it up to match the rest of the horn, I need to have it glass bead blasted. Next up we have an RS-48. The 48 bell is 10 inches long and plays an A sharp. The RS-48 would presumably have the same applications as RS-44, commuter, subway, switcher, industrial, and etc. I'm not aware of any specific examples, however. And finally, we have the RS-55. The 55 bell is 8.5 inches long and plays a C sharp, which is, for you music people, is an octave and a half above the C played by the 25 bell. The RS-55 would probably have the same subway and commuter uses as the RS-44 and the RS-48. I have seen a couple of RS-55s on eBay with Leslie factory stamp tags, so I know they were used. One of the RS-55s I saw on eBay came off of an Amtrak switcher, but I'm not sure if it was Amtrak or the previous railroad that put it on. Also, just a little comment on the weather here. When I first started this, it was all nice and sunny and warm, and I had shorts and a t-shirt on. And then it turned crappy cold rain, and now it's sunny again. Thanks, Idaho weather.